4th of July, day 105, 0 day. Enjoying the parade in Mount Shasta, California. It's a warm one. Pretty quiet day. So the big thing, of course, is the Shelley Fire. The Shelley Fire is about 313 acres right now, and no further data on containment, although it looks promising. But about 20 miles of trail is closed past Etna Summit. So right now, technically, we can hike out of here and hike the next 100 miles to Etna Summit, which is great. That'll get us into Etna. But from Etna Summit to Sayad Valley, about 20 miles of that trail is closed. So we'll play it by ear. The fire is far from contained, and we'll have to figure that out. But first thing to do is get out of town, which is tomorrow morning, and get back up on elevation. There's a heat wave here, and so we're gonna have to work through that. But this is good 4th of July. Happy to take the day off and celebrate. Morning, day 106. Not back on trail yet. About to get a ride back to the trail. Great stay here in Mount Shasta. Had a good 4th of July, good night's rest. One thing that's interesting is my pack is heavy right now. Lighter than what I carried in the Sierra, way lighter. But man, this is the first 5-day food carry I've had to do in hundreds of miles. And man, you can feel it. It's definitely heavier and takes more room. So yeah, beefy. It's about a 4.5-day trek to Etna, and I packed 5 days of food in case, and we're still keeping an eye on the Shelley Fire. The last update was 12 hours ago, and there's no update. So but we'll have more information hopefully, and update you down the trail. All right, now we're back on trail, and heading back towards the PCT. Little detour because of trail work, and super shout out to Trail Angel Herb, a subscriber. Thank you so much for everything. Hospitality was well above and beyond anything myself and other hikers would have expected. So thank you again, super shout out, and hope to stay in touch going into the future. But yeah, it's already warm, but you know what they say, today's gonna be a great day. Well, looky, a fine bridge over a little creek. How quaint. Very nice, 7 out of 10. The back of the Castle Crags. That's pretty. And it's really warm already. High's supposed to be 103 today. Yeah. All right, so about 1.5 miles ago, ran into a gentleman that was hiking southbound, and he gave us a scoop on the next 6 or 7 miles going uphill that's going to be not under tree canopy, and there's a water source coming up about 0.5 from here. Miles, that is. Units matter, I guess. And so I'm going to eat lunch there, tank up on water, and start the climb, the 3,000 foot climb up as we head towards the Trinity Alps. And today is a warm one. It definitely is. It is over 100 degrees. You can feel the difference. The difference between like 85 and 100 is, numerically 15 degrees, but physically feels like a step up. And so that's very interesting. But yeah, just like I've said in the previous video, keeping hydrated, keeping fueled is important. My pack is really heavy leaving town. I have 5 days of food, and been lucky so far in Northern California. No more than like 3.5, 4 days of food tops. But adding that additional day just really packs on an extra in terms of pack dimension and weight. But once you start walking, you leave town, the pack weight just blends in with you, and it just becomes normal. But you can definitely feel the difference. Anyways, enough blabbing. We'll talk later. All right, so I'm about 1.7 miles from the next water source. I'm about just under 5,000 feet on the big climb, and it's really warm, and I'm in the shade. I have about 700 milliliters of water left, electrolyte mix, and so that should be enough to get me there. Yeah, it's really warm. I need to rethink my hiking strategy the next couple days. So, but yeah, I'm gonna camp early today, and I'm gonna be near water. And I think with the weather, you know, I need to retool the way I approach hiking, and may take breaks during the afternoon and do this stuff later. So, really interesting. Not the most pleasant, but definitely a good learning experience. All right, end of day 106, about 15 miles. It's a little after 5 o'clock at night. Got to camp. It was a really hot day, but we're above 5,000 feet now, and it's a lot cooler. And I am cowboy camping tonight. Found a nice little tent site right off the trail. So here's the PCT spot for 1 or 2 tents here, and then you can see me. I'm set up. So the Bora bug bivvy is really nice. So I have it set up for cowboy mode. I'm not lazy tonight. I actually propped it up. So use the trekking pole and just basically have it propped up, and then on the leg side, I just have it tied to a bush over here, a manzanita bush. And yeah, so I have a nice little home for the evening, and it'll be beautiful. I love the bug bivvy. It's very easy to set up, and you know, allows me to cowboy camp, especially in this heat. So anyways, we're gonna make some dinner, and today was a great day, and we're gonna have a good time. The Shelly fire updated. It's now over 400 acres, so more to follow on that, but we're still proceeding Edna. Morning, back on trail. Day 107. Left camp at 4:45 a.m. and just trying to get a head start on the day. It's gonna be another hot one. Good news is we're above 5,000 feet and we'll stay that way all day. Aiming for about a 29-mile day. So we'll see how we do. Slept so-so. It's just warm. And I was stubborn and didn't want to get up in the middle of the night to go pee. So shame on me. Anyways, today's going to be a fantastic day. All right, making progress here. Early morning in the Trinity Alps. It's nice and warm, and it's pretty, very peaceful. Toad Lake. Just had lunch, and it's really hot out. Over 7,000 feet. It's still hot. And meeting some interesting people. Just met a trail runner who's gonna go do the Sierra High Route next month, which is awesome. And met a section hiker who's approaching 2,000 miles. That's super accomplishment. As a section hiker of the Appalachian Trail, I can tell you that man, section hiking is hard, and it's commendable to stick to it. So for that guy to cross 2,000 miles is a special milestone, so hats off to him. But anyways, about 15 miles in, got another 14, 15 to go, and it's not noon yet, so that's good. Yeah. Oh look, we're above 7,000 and there's snow. Hey, yeah. Fun. Yeah. Oh, this is tiny.
Yeah.
Mini snow.
That's not even a pet.
Yeah. No kidding. All right, end of day 107, 29 miles. Made it to camp around 5 p.m. and all set up, ready to cowboy camp. Bunch of bugs around, you know, but near a water source. So first time not dry camping in like 4 or 5 days. So yeah, good day. And yeah, get up early tomorrow and hit it again tomorrow, probably aiming like 26, 27. That'll set us up a little bit better for the 3rd and 4th days. So anyways, good day, and we'll check in tomorrow. More America, back on trail. Day 108. I left camp about 4:55 a.m. and heading up. So yeah, I think today's a story of up and then down and then up. So we're at like 6,600 right now. We'll climb up a little bit, head down to 5,000, and climb back up to like 7,200. Kind of end the day up there. And looking around 26 miles today, and that'll set us up well for tomorrow, which will be like 2021, and then just a short jaunt to the end of the summit. So that's the plan. We'll see how it executes. Today's gonna be a fantastic day. So one of the things that we're all tracking out here is the Shelley fire. It started a couple days back west of Etna, and the Forest Service ordered a closure of the PCT from Etna Summit north for about 20 miles. And so that's the latest information that we have, at least I have. On my inReach, I just queued up fire information, and the acreage on the Etna fire has gone up about 100 acres to 500 and some odd acres with 0% containment, which that tracks with the last report. So until I can get internet coverage with a little more granularity, that's what I got right now. So hopefully, you know, pray for the firefighters that are, you know, putting their ass on the line, fighting this fire in these crazy conditions, and pray for their safety. But yeah, that's all we got right now. So right now I'm going to press on that the summit, and we'll have more updates later. Considering the weather forecast has 0% cloud coverage, I would assume that the quote-unquote clouds in the distance here in this frame are from the Shelley fire. So that could be smoke from the Shelley fire. Not confirmed, but I'm taking an educated guess based on the weather. So I'm about 6 miles in. You can see the haze from the Shelley fire, and for the first time I can actually smell smoke. So that is the first indicator. I'm starting to approach that. So yeah, my plan right now is I'm going to stop at Highway 3 for lunch. There's picnic tables, and there's a wonderful pit toilet there. So I think that's like the 14-mile mark, and I'm already at 6. So yeah, that's the plan. Evaluate, hopefully get some connectivity here on a ridge coming up, and try to get a little more information on the fire. The Trinity Alps, beautiful. So I'm having lunch at Highway 3, and this couple goes by and strike up a conversation, start talking about the trail, and next thing you know, I'm having a conversation. I mentioned, you know, man, it's hot, and I'm just want to get to town so I can have a soda. They gave me a Diet Pepsi, a cold Diet Pepsi. That is such a huge morale boost. Oh my goodness. Trail magic. Kind of yogiing, but trail magic. But thank you so much, that couple. And yeah, so I got about 12 miles to go until the end of the day, but I got to go climb. So we're going to go do that. It's really warm out, but I wanted to show you guys this. This is the Trinity Alps, ladies and gentlemen. It's gorgeous. Reminds me back home in the North Cascades in Washington. But yeah, lovely breeze right now. Almost to the top of this cut.
And then I'm gonna get some water because it's warm. This may be one of the last snow fields that cross here in Northern California. Yeah. Woohoo! Let's not jack this up. All right. There you have it. Now this is a view. Almost 7,500 feet in the Trinity Alps. Reminds me of the Olympics. And there you go. There's the plume from the Shelley fire. It's doubled in size, actually. Look at those lakes below. Kind of reminds me of the 7 lakes in the Olympics along the High Divide. Wow. Look at that plume, though. Wow. All right, end of day 108, 26.4 miles. And the one thing about this tent site, and only one thing that's beneficial, is I have connectivity, and I got to keep track of the Shelley fire. Otherwise, yes, they're Widowmakers. They're right by where I'm camped. So yeah, and I'm banking on a northerly wind to keep the Widowmakers at bay. And so yeah, I don't recommend this. It's not a recommended place to camp, but again, you understand my basis. The Shelley fire has grown from yesterday. It was like 300 acres to now over 1,300 acres, and the winds are fueling the fire, and there's additional evacuation zones issued. But for the PCT right now, the closure remains the same. The issue becomes if the winds shift overnight. So before I leave tomorrow morning, I'm going to check on an update on the fire, and I have 2 bailout options tomorrow. I can either go full send, go 27 miles to Etna Summit to the closure, and then get down to Etna, or I can go Forest Road 93, which is about the 8 or 9 mile point. But right now, the trajectory of the fire is heading in a way that's not conducive to going right back to the trail past the closure because of all the emergency vehicles that are being sent to the north of where I intended to go back on near Lover's Lake. So we'll have to play it by ear, but my gut tells me I'll probably end up just hopping the Sayad Valley. Now, on a different note, there's a fire east of Ashland that's sparked up, which is of concern too, because it could impact the PCT between Ashland and Fish Lake, Oregon. But that one is not my concern right now. I need to figure out the Shelley fire, and then we'll figure out the fire in Oregon. But anyways, good day today. It was over 100 degrees and it was warm. And we'll sign out. Talk to you tomorrow. Morning, America. Back on trail. Day 109. This is the earliest I've been on trail since the Sierra. It's 4:15. So I slept terrible. There were thousands of mosquitoes flying around me from dusk until probably about 1 in the morning. It was intense. And then some of those bastards were waiting for me at 3:30 when I woke up. And it was game on from the time I got out of my bivvy. So the interesting thing was last night, probably about midnight, the wind shifted from I forgot what they were, but they shifted to a northerly wind, and you could instantly smell the smoke. And so that answers my question from bedtime. So I'm going to get off here in 8 miles at Forest Road 42. Because with the northerly wind, that's moving the fire towards me, and I'm not down with that. Additionally, I enabled my mobile data this morning, and at least one of my hiking partners is already off trail. So he got off yesterday evening and is in Etna. And I also got a message from a person I'm getting a ride with. She already has 4 people at 8 o'clock for pickup at Forest 42. So I may be on the short end of that and have to wait a little longer. But yeah, I think a lot of people are bailing off trail now because this fire is growing, and you can definitely smell the smoke. Anyways, regardless of that, today's gonna be a freaking great day. It's hard to see. Actually, you can't even see it, but definitely smoke from the fire. And not even an hour, I'm about 2.2 miles into this, and I'm getting destroyed by mosquitoes. They are intense, and I'm going through a burn zone. And yeah, I don't know where these things come from. They probably spawn straight from hell, but these things are evil. Okay, now that the sun is up, you can see on a clear day, that's smoke from the Shelley fire. It's over 3,300 acres now, and I just passed at least 7 hikers who were packing up camp. I got a feeling they're going to be at the road too, but you know, whatevs. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting day. It's going to be warm. I'm already almost 5 miles in, so I only have like 3 miles to go. I'm gonna have second breakfast and chillax. All right, in Etna. Got here this morning, got a ride from a trail angel, Susan. Thank you so much. And it's really warm. Had lunch at the Etna Brewing Company, joined by Terracotta, and took a shower at the public park and did laundry at the laundromat. And now I'm gonna go look for accommodation. As much as I'm okay with sleeping outside for $5 at the local park, yeah, Terracotta talked me into going in on a room with them, so we'll see if we can get a room. And then got a resupply, and then we're catching a shuttle up to Sayad Valley tomorrow because the fire has spread and it's really hot. You can see it's really hazy in the distance, so the fire's getting closer. So we're gonna get out of here tomorrow and get up to Sayad Valley and then take it from there. So anyways, that's it for today, day 109, and we'll check in tomorrow. Morning, day 110. Not on trail, in sunny but smoky Etna, California. And so the plan today is around lunchtime, gonna hop in a shuttle with a bunch of other hikers, and we're heading up to Sayad Valley today. The Shelley fire has grown to over 5,000 acres. It is 0% contained, and the winds shifting and the hot weather conditions have not made it very good for our firefighters who are fighting this blaze. So, but the PCTA has advised, you know, they've either, with the Klamath National Forest, they've either closed or recommend skipping certain sections. So we're just going right to Sayad, just given the way the fire's spreading and the smoke spreading. So we're gonna head up there and then stay there the day, and then tomorrow morning hit the uphill and head towards Oregon. So more to follow. Today's gonna be a great day. With the new pad, look at that, rocking it. So there's a bunch of us, there's 10 in total. We are waiting for our ride over to Sayad Valley. So it's already warm today and it's smoky out, you can see up in the hills. And yeah, so we'll catch up when we're on the ride here. Sayad Valley, California. Last town in California. It's 100 degrees. It's really warm out. That's behind me. And gonna head to the RV park right outside of town here and probably stay there for the night and then leave early tomorrow morning to do the 5,000 foot climb heading out of here. It is, I do have an option. A couple other hikers, I guess, are gonna take the Sayad River Road starting at 7 tonight, so I may consider that. But right now we're heading to the RV park and check things out, and that's what it looks like heading down this road. Wow. All right, end of day 110 at the Wildwood RV Park in Sayad Valley. So you can look up. That's yeah, it looks pretty good. So the smoke from the fire is not really impacting here. Tons of hikers here, as shown in the previous video clip. And yeah, just taking it easy tonight. Get up early tomorrow morning, head out, and get a beat on getting out of here and getting out of California. It'll take a day and a half. So still got a ways to go, but we're getting closer. And the big news is we're all safe, and the fire down south is not getting better. So I think it was a good move. And the fact that everybody has relegated themselves and accepted the fact that they're going to miss this section of trail, and it's born out of safety, is that's a very telling sign, because you have a wide range of hikers here. So anyways, all good. And you know, continue to pray for the firefighters that are bravely fighting the Shelley fire and other fires in the area. And you know, to the other hikers that are south of us, stay safe, and we'll see you up trail. Morning, America. Back on trail. Day 111. This is the last full day, hopefully, that I'm in California on the Pacific Crest Trail. And we're hiking out of Sayad Valley, and the Shelley fire is past us, and no developments from overnight. I did get a text from a friend who's getting to Shasta that him and his crew are going to just skip right up to Sayad Valley, which I think is the right answer, because as this fire spreads, Etna's not looking like a good place to pull into. Today's gonna be a great day. 10 miles. 8:13 in the morning. Almost 5 hours into the hike, and climbing over 5,000 feet. This sucks. Thank God I started early. Whew. You can see the Shelley fire smoke to the south. We're heading east right now. All right, so it's middle of the day. Like 20, almost 21 miles in, and I think we're gonna aim for just under 30 today, but above 6,000 feet, and it's warm but not hot. Got the climb done out of Sayad, and so just running into all kinds of people I've never met before, which, so the phenomena, of course, with this fire closure is when you basically, oh yeah, and Etna, the highway north of Etna, Highway 3 is closed. So now you got people flipping from Shasta 150 miles away up to Sayad. So you're basically importing a whole glut of hikers who haven't done the part that up to Etna. Now they're joining in on this. So we're gonna have a slug of hikers entering Oregon here. But yeah, and on other news, my knee, for the umpteenth time on this fucking trail, ran into a fucking blowdown, and instead of ripping my knee open, I guess it ripped my pants open. So another sewing repair to my pants. Yeah, it's great. I'm loving that. Yeah, so here's view. And the trail insists on staying on the south side slope, so we're going to keep seeing the haze from the fire. But other than that, it's a great day. We'll update you later. You know what I'm looking forward to is more of this shit in Oregon, because there is nothing more professionally satisfying than to walk through this crap day in and day out. This has been Northern California. It's just blowdown city. Look, another one. Woohoo! Love this shit. Good way to fuck my knees up. Yeah. Eight miles to the Oregon border. Day 111, 29.4 miles. Set up in camp, had double dinner because you know why? Today is the last day in California, last full day. And tomorrow morning we're gonna hike, and at the 6.3 or 6.5 or something mile mark, we're gonna enter Oregon, and it's gonna be freaking great. And so I think that's awesome. Do you think that's awesome? Oh yeah, exactly. So looking forward to getting out of this damn state finally, and enter state number 2 on the PCT. Anyways, no smoke or smells today. The winds were really helpful. It was warm, but being, you know, we had like over 8,000 feet of gain today. I mean, to just give you perspective, we started at 1,300 feet this morning, and we finished near 7,000 feet. So it's pretty wild. And yeah, and the breeze has been nice. So that the altitude plus the breeze has made the temperature manageable. And I'm going to get tucked in before the mosquitoes start eating me. Well, anyways, have a great evening, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Day 112. Morning, America. Day 112. Back on trail. And in about 2 hours, I should be out of California. Beautiful sunrise. Good way to start the day, and in preparation for getting out of California. So today, goal is about 25 miles, and get to a campsite with a pit toilet. So that's our goal, Mount Ashland. Anyways, today's going to be a freaking fantastic day. So as I get closer to the Oregon border, you know, I've been thinking a lot about the last 112 days from when I started in Campo to this view where I'm at almost 1,700 miles later. And you know, I'll reflect on it more, I'm sure, at the end of the trail. But yeah, it's been pretty real, man. California has been a teacher in many ways. Humbling. Let's say the state, but yeah, this state's been a ride. It's time to get to another state. Psychologically, it's been challenging, you know. It is. It's not like the AT where you go through a state every 2 minutes. So coming from the construct of the AT, where the first state's under 80 miles, you know, and I mentioned it in the first couple videos, you know, San Diego County, the first of 20 counties, is 136 miles. So you're already mentally having to adjust to the fact that this is a different beast, man. Different game, different trail. People are common, but man, everything else is different. I have never hiked a trail where there's so many varied conditions. You know, the type of gear you have to use, the skills you acquire, you know, and California has it all. It's pretty incredible. And you know, now we're in the heart of fire season as I enter Oregon here in about an hour and a half, and you know, new challenges await. You replace snow with mosquitoes, forest fires, other hazards, blowdowns, you know, and everybody's trying to get through Oregon and into Washington for the Nobos, and you know, it's a tough one, but it's going well. Things are flowing, and we'll see you at the border. The last bridge northbound on the PCT in California, Donamore Creek, mile 1,691.5, a fine bridge. Last half mile of California, heading northbound on the PCT. There it is. Mile 1692.7. Siskiyou County, California. Oh my God. Woo! Holy shit. Holy shit. There it is, man. Oh. Jackson County, Oregon. Woo! Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Oh, I can't believe I made it. Oh, wow. Oh, it feels so good. Finally crossed the state line, man. Oh, there's so many emotions going through me right now. Oh, I mean, yeah, I got it. There's fire closure and some things that, you know, ended up skipping due to weather and conditions, but for those of you skeptics out there, you didn't walk this, so yeah, I don't care. Oh my gosh. What a sense of accomplishment. But the best part, 958 miles to the monument marker at the Canadian border with Washington and British Columbia, baby. And now we're in Oregon. Oh yeah. So I'm in Oregon. I'm celebrating with a lemon pie. And so I crossed the border at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time on the 11th of July, 2024. Pretty freaking sweet, dude. Pretty freaking sweet. Anyways, yeah, I'm waiting up for Terracotta, and we'll catch him crossing the border, and then we'll continue on. It's going to be wonderful. California was wild. Yeah, 112 days, and yeah, from snow, desert, getting a freaking traffic ticket, you know, just funny shit happening, slipping, sliding, falling, going over some iconic mountain passes, battling swarms of mosquitoes, you know, you name the experience. And it was quite the hoot. I am really excited for what Oregon has in store, and there's some people coming. Where's
the line?
It's right there to your right. There you go. Woo! Congratulations.
Oh my God.
Woo! Good job.
Da, da, da,
Yeah. Woo! Well done, man.
Thank you.
Welcome to Oregon.
Nice here. There are no mosquitoes.
Yeah. Congratulations. Woo, you did it. Congratulations. Woo! Uzi, 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 Uzi. Woo! Well done, man. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, good job. Woo! You made it. Yeah. Woo! Good job, man.
Holy shit.
Couple miles into Oregon, there's snow on the trail. It's the 11th of July. It's like almost 100 degrees out. This is crazy. All right, so today is probably the most inefficient day of hiking I've had in quite some time. It's lunchtime and I've only done like 11 miles, but you know, it's been pretty productive. I had mobile coverage, so I was able to secure some lodging in Ashland for my upcoming Zero, and that's good because I didn't realize there's an ultra marathon race going on this weekend. So the fact that I was able to get a room was good, and that's one. Two, I was passing through and I was gonna go to the next water stop, and then a guy I've been hiking with, Uzi, was sitting next to a guy down below the water source, and as I got closer, I'm like, I know who that guy is. He's the guy on YouTube, Kyle Hates Hiking. So cool dude. My wife's a super fan, and he makes great content, but it was a very down-to-earth, good discussion. He's back hiking sections of PCT that he missed because of fire, and so that was pretty cool. So on top of an awesome day, across 1,700 miles, woohoo, on a beautiful day. Well, the epic day continues. Ran into my old hiking partner from the Sierra, Halftime, and his lovely bride, and we chatted for a while. Then Halftime joined us on trail, and we met up at this one place, this shady area. Somebody had pitched up lawn chairs, and we got trail magic. These two lovely ladies came by and gave us sodas and some candy. Oh, that was amazing. And just chilling out. I'm not at camp yet, and it's 5 o'clock, and I still have an hour of hiking left, because the entire day it's been warm. It's cooler now, but it's just been social hour. It's been a great day, man. I haven't had a good day like this in a long time. I mean, don't get me wrong, every day is fantastic, but this has been really fun, very social, and really enjoying it. So I am looking forward to devouring some dinner. I am looking forward to chillaxing and hanging out with friends and good company, and then wake up tomorrow morning and crush it into Ashland. All right, end of day 112, Mount Ashland Campground, and you can see out there, beautiful end of the day. Had a good dinner and got here in time. A lot of people showed up, and there's smell of grilling meat, which is very, very nice. Camp is set up, ready to go. About 8 miles to Ashland tomorrow morning, and so we'll get out of here. And super awesome day, 25 miles, and made some new friends, and got the hike with a lot of cool people and trail magic. So all in all, awesome day, and we'll check in with you tomorrow. Okay, so end of day 112. This is an extra. Today I alluded, I met a bunch of people and made new friends, and it's been socially a really enriching day, because, I took my time, and, I think the heat united us all. And I have here Nar. Most of you know him on YouTube as Kyle Hates Hiking. And my wife Sarah is a super fan of his.
Shout out, Sarah.
Yeah. And no, I appreciate the conversation today.
Yeah, man, for sure.
And
you're a talker, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I talk too much.
I mean that in the best way.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's interesting. So, what brings you out to the trail?
So I'm trying to finish up my miles from 2022 and 2023, for that matter, and finally finished California today. So that's pretty sweet.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
And congrats to you too for making it this far.
Yeah,
and
tamos.
Tomorrow I'll be finishing up Oregon once I make it to Ashland. Just another 8 miles, and I'll have everything at that point. Yeah, from Campo all the way to Stevens Pass, Washington.
That's awesome.
So we'll see when that gets done, but that's where we're at.
We're cheering for you, man.
I'm also
We're cheering.
Kind of sick right now. I got a cold. This is my third day on trail, and I must have caught something on the plane. I'm feeling a little under the weather, but enriching was a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
Today was a good day. I met so many cool folks, yourself included, obviously.
Thanks, man.
It was a fun day for sure.
Yeah, no, and for the record, I'm upwind of him. So if I get sick, it's because of something else. So I just want to point that out.
It's not jinxing.
Yeah, just knock on wood. But traveling, I think your point is valid. Traveling on airplanes is always hit or miss. So
yeah, I usually don't get sick, and I think I'm fine. I'm not dying out here.
Yeah,
but
you sound just fine.
We'll see how I feel in the morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all right.
We're having enriching conversations about facial hair, what foods we eat and how bad they are for you, blah blah blah. So typical hiker shit. So yeah, this is good. But anyways, yeah, this is Supplement. Shout out, big plug for Kyle Hates Hiking. Awesome channel, and super fan. So this is for you, honey. This is for you, Sarah.
Shout out, Sarah.
Yeah. All right. Out from camp. Morning, America. Back on trail, day 113. And I just left the camp a little after 5:30, and I just farted because, you know, it's morning and it's how shit rolls. Yeah, heading into Ashland, Oregon today. It's about a 9-mile hike down to Old Highway 99, and plan today is to resupply. I think I need to get a new pillow. I've been dealing with a leak in my pillow since the Sierra, and it's becoming unmanageable. But I need to resupply for Crater Lake, and then the leg from Crater Lake to Shelter Cove, and then Shelter Cove to Santiam Pass. So I'm gonna have to get a bunch of that, and also need to stop by the post office, pick up some stuff I'd sent myself. It's gonna be a busy day, and got a room in town. I plan on zeroing Saturday to rest for the next leg, and also have some breakfast with a former teammate from the Sierra. Big shout out to Halftime and his crew. Halftime's kid is doing a great job, and he too is in Oregon, and he's going to flip up to Washington, finish that, and come back and finish Oregon. So that's going to be fantastic, and he's doing well. For those of you who've asked about how the team from the Sierra is doing, the other partner, Smokey Bear, he's doing fantastic. He should almost be done with Oregon. He's been doing really well. So appreciate the questions, and today's going to be a fantastic day. What a beautiful view looking into California. You can see Mount Shasta through the haze of the Shelley fire. Wow. All right, no, it's not the end, but I'm stopping filming for day. End of day 113, made it to Ashland. Went to the outfitter and got a bunch of stuff that I need to get. I'm gonna go with shorts for the rest of the PCT, and did the standard 3, shower, shit, shave. Got a hotel room, and we're gonna go buy some beer and gonna enjoy the afternoon. And yeah, picked up some stuff from the post office. There's some stuff that didn't appear because thank you Shelley Fire, and I showed up too early, so bouncing some stuff to Ben. And then tomorrow I'm gonna go grocery shopping for the next 3 legs. And but yeah, in air conditioning, enjoying the day, loading up on food. And food prices are way cheaper in Oregon than they are in communist California. So anyways, happy to be here, and we'll sign out.